This is a nice stretch for posterior pelvic floor mobility. So we're thinking any sort of pelvic pain, pain with intercourse, that sort of thing. Often that posterior, the back side of the pelvic floor is tight, but also pelvic ring conditions. So like SI joint pain, tailbone pain, those sorts of things. This is a really nice way to get some length in the back side of the pelvic floor. So we're using a yoga block. I've used even a stack of books at home, things like that. So just find what you have. We're gonna do one knee up on the block, the other knee stays on the ground. So now my pelvis is on level. This is the hip that we're stretching. So we're trying to find a stretch in the back side of the hip and femur here. So you can rock out to the side a little bit. What I'm thinking is I'm keeping this side pretty relaxed. I'm trying to think about my femur, my thigh bone, stretching out or pressing back through the back of my butt. So letting my hip kind of sink into that. So you can rock to the side, you can kind of rock back into a bit of a child's pose. Find whatever position where you can feel some stretch back through here, and then we're just gonna hold. You can rock in and out of it too, is a nice way to do it. But then once you find that stretch, you can use that diaphragmatic breathing to try and breathe into and lengthen that back side of your pelvic floor. So imagine that you're aiming your breath to like a back pocket and doing nice inhale, that 360 rib cage expansion, but then you should also imagine kind of like letting go, pressure down into that pelvic floor, not bearing down into pelvic floor, but lengthening into pelvic floor. And so maybe you spend 5 or 10 breaths, or just hold it until you feel less of a stretch here. Again, you can make it a little bit more dynamic, drop into that. And then certainly I would probably do it on both sides, especially for just general pelvic floor mobility.